Hello everybody, it's Caleb here. Let's look for Elixir using this search engine. Let's click on the first result, and here we have the main page. Let's click on install. Now we are looking for compiling from source. Alright, now the prerequisite for install Elixir is to install Erlang. So we are clicking on this link, and the need for compile from source is because we are using Debian, the Linux distro, and Erlang is now on version 26, but in Debian 12, the Bookworm release, as you are seeing here in the screen, it has access in the official repositories to some sort of previous versions. For example, Erlang is in its version 1.25, and in the case of Elixir is given two minor versions from the current release. So we need to take good care of the prerequisites before the installation of the Erlang system, and we are going to verify these utilities one by one. Some of these utilities arrive with Debian, but still we are just like checking, but most likely you have these versions. These utilities, and here we are seeing make, and let's continue in the list, and it is the turn of GCC. Now it's turn to check Perl in its version 5, and again I didn't have to install these programs. This is the first program I did have to install, and you can check if you have it with this instruction. And again, most likely you will have to install the deb distribution, not only the base. Now you probably have this program because it's part of the core, the set editor. Now there are some optional utilities that perhaps they should be listed as required. They are not required, but they are good to have. This is OpenSSL. It was already installed, arriving with the distro. These are the ways that you can check for its version. I did have Java installed. I installed it for other purposes, so I already have it. Now this is the Flex utility, and I did have to install this Flex for this Erlang. When you install Flex, it contains the M4 utility. It arrives with Flex. Now in the screen we are seeing the WX, GTK, the widgets, and I did install it for Erlang. Now we are not building the documentation, so let's continue with actually installing Erlang. We need to download the source code, copy link, and use the curl command like this. And in here I speed the video velocity. Now We are checking that it is downloaded. And we extract the content of the file. And we switch directories in here with cd. We need to set the variable ERL top because to be the current directory with pwd. That's the meaning of pwd, because the installation scripts needs that variable to be set. Now, after wandering a little bit in the documentation, we are executing this script configure. Again, in this part, we change the speed of the video, and this is the results for the configure part. Now, as you can see, it is telling us that the documentation won't be built, which is okay. And the widgets, there won't be the web view available. We are okay with that. Most likely, I'm not sure about this, if you find yourself encountering the error no usable OpenSSL can be found, you will be able to solve that problem by installing some additional utilities. Now, as you can see, we ended executing make, and again the speeding here is quite so you are not experimenting the whole stuff. Okay, it is time for us to actually install after the make. And for this part you have to use sudo, because some folders needs to be created. Alright, so no errors over here. Now we need to check if Erlang is installed. And how do you check for this installation? We are searching over here, and we end in the Elixir website with this instruction, which is provided for you. And as you can see, now we have Erlang installed, and you can execute it. You can execute the ERL command. Now we are downloading the Elixir source code, the compressed version, and since we changed folders over here, we are again entering in the Elixir LAN and download the file, compressed file. Alright, now it is time for us to extract the contents and change directories. This time the name is Elixir and the version 1.16, and it is telling us that we need to run make inside the folder, but we didn't do it. You can do it. At the end, we did it, but as you can see, there are some scripts in here in the bin folder already existing, and these are executable and fully functional software with Elixir. As you can see, we are now in a session with Elixir without running make. So again, probably you would like to run make. It's up to you. And of course, one thing you will certainly be willing need to do or recommended is to add this folder to your path variable, which is not covered in this video. And again, you can change your installation to another folder like OPT. It's up to you, or leave the installation as it is. Alright, thank you very much.